How's it going, pals? This is Ernaz, and today we're doing a little bit something different. It's not really a game, but it's more of like a discussion. And basically, you got two options and you pick either or. So, whatever. We're also going to play this like I'm going to pick whichever one I want, but we're also going to say who we think is going to pick the majority. As you can see on the screen, it says 44% and 56%. So 56%, agreed or disagree. So we're going to see which one's the majority as well. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first one is, would you rather be able to freeze time for 1 hour every 24 hours or be able to replicate one thing per day that disappears after 24 hours? This one's kind of hard. Freezing time would be kind of cool, I guess, but only for 1 hour. I mean, I guess I could freeze time and do whatever the hell I want. But then you're able to replicate one thing. So how would that be useful if you're able to replicate one thing per day? So just one thing all day long, and it disappears after 24 hours. Well, I mean, you would already have the thing. So, would you really need two? I guess you can replicate a $100 bill, but then it disappears after 24 hours. They'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to actually say I would rather freeze time, and I also think that's what everybody else would say. 77% actually agrees, which is actually surprising that many people agrees with me. So let's move on. Would you rather only be able to teleport to places you've already been, or only be able to teleport to places you've never seen before? This is kind of cool. This one's easy for me, and it's only be able to teleport to places you've never been before. But then again, I guess that means that eventually you would go everywhere and you couldn't teleport anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean you cannot teleport back to where you were? So like if I teleport from here to Germany, can I go from Germany back to here? Because I've already been here. So I can't teleport back. But I'll only be able to teleport to places I've already been is kind of lame. I don't know, though. I think it would be more useful to be able to teleport to places I've already been, so I'm going to go with that. And I also think that's what people's going to go for. 61% as well agreed. And yeah, I believe it's the thing of you wouldn't be able to teleport back. Would you rather be incredibly stupid but have the best of luck, or be an incredible genius but have the worst of luck? I'm kind of one of those people that don't really believe too much in luck. But I'm guessing they mean basically be an incredible genius and have, things happen to you, like bad things, and then be incredibly stupid but never really have any bad things happen to you. I think being stupid is kind of a crappy life. No offense to any stupid people out there, but I don't know. I don't consider myself a genius by any standard whatsoever, but I like being smart enough to know basics. So I'm just going to go with the incredible genius and have the worst of luck. But I think that people will pick being incredibly stupid but have the best of luck. I was exactly right. 68% said be incredibly stupid, but I went with incredible genius. Would you rather be Batman or be Superman? A lot of people's going to be pissed off at me for this, but Batman doesn't actually have superpowers. He puts on a suit. And I think if I try to be Batman out here, I think the cops would arrest me and throw me in jail. But if I was actually Superman and I had superpowers, I could just pick up shit and fight crime for real. So be Superman. But I'm going to assume that everyone went with be Batman just because it's Batman. I was actually very surprised with how much this one was close. Be Batman was 54%. Be Superman was 46%. So, it's very close, but I was right on the money. Next up, would you rather kill your daughter to save an entire country from a huge catastrophe, or be the cause of the catastrophe that destroys a country? So this one's like evil as hell. So would I rather kill my daughter, that I don't have yet, to save an entire country from a huge catastrophe, or be the cause of that catastrophe that destroys a country? Holy shit. I guess I would probably think right away the second one if I had a daughter now and I knew what that was like. And I hate to say this, but I'm going towards the first one. That's what I'm going to go with. And this one's kind of 50-50 on me of what people would pick. But I'm going to go with people's going to pick the second one, be the cause of the catastrophe. Wow, so 55% actually said they would rather be the cause of catastrophe. So good-ass parenting out there, I guess. And I'm evil, apparently. Would you rather be lost in the woods at night or stuck in a haunted house at night? So this one, I will admit it, I am a chicken shit. So this one right here was just right, like, had me thinking. Be lost in the woods at night would be freaking scary. I have actually kind of done this, but not really. Like, I knew where I was, so I wasn't really lost. And then being stuck in the haunted house. When they say haunted house, I'm assuming they mean like not a carnival haunted house. They mean actually a house that's haunted, that, you know, a creepy house. To be honest, I'm gonna go with Lost in the Woods at night. I think I would rather be lost in the woods, and I actually think that more people would say stuck in a haunted house than lost in the woods. So, but we're going to go with lost in the woods. 71%, so I was actually wrong. This isn't what people would say. So 71% actually agrees that they would rather be lost in the woods. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world fluently or be the best in the world in one category of your choosing? Now, this one is probably easy for most people, but I actually find languages really cool, and I think that anytime you go out and you like hear a different language, you always want to be able to, you know, communicate. But at the same time, would you really talk to strangers that often? And being the best in the world at one of the categories of your choosing, I mean, you could pick anything. Best at YouTube, best at any sport, best at, you know, gaming, whatever. I mean, you could be the best at anything. So I think that's one I'm going to choose, and I think everybody's going to pick this. It's way over, I guarantee it. Okay, my guarantee sucks because it was 48% to 52%. So hell yeah. If you were only allowed to read one comic book company's comic books, would you rather only read Marvel or only read DC Comics? I'm not a comic reader, so I can't answer this with certainty. But the comics that I have seen and the comics that, you know, I kind of have gone over, like I do have a few comics behind me right now, which is, actually there is a Marvel one. Actually, it's actually more Marvel than DC randomly. There's a bunch of Wolverines, and then there is one DC, which is Batman versus Predator. Nothing amazing. It's just ones I had. But still, I think that DC Comics would be the way to go for me. So that's the one I'm going to pick, and that's the one I think that most people would go to. I was wrong. 70% said they would rather read only Marvel. Okay, well, I guess, I mean, kids would be more into X-Men and things like that because of the, you know, things going on right now with the movies. Would you rather attempt to survive a computer uprising like Terminator or attempt to survive a zombie outbreak like Dawn of the Dead? This one's easy for me, and I know it's going to sound, you know, typical, but easily the zombie outbreak. Let me explain why. Computers are smart as hell. You're more likely to survive a zombie outbreak than you would a fucking computer uprising because holy shit. I mean, they could be smarter than you. Like, what are you going to do if it shuts down everything? And, I mean, Terminators are coming after you and shit. Like, fuck that. I'd rather deal with a fucking retarded zombie, you know? And, yeah, I used the word retarded, but whatever. But, I mean, attempting to survive against a Terminator that you can't really kill, like, no, I'm good. I'd rather go with a zombie apocalypse any day, and I also think that that's what most people are going for. 66% I was correct. Alright guys, that's all we're going to do for this one. If you liked this video, then please hit that like button. Don't know if I'm going to do another one of these, but thought it would be something different to put on the channel. If you liked this video, I already said that. If you liked this video, hit the like button twice. I put up one finger for two. Anyway, and be a pal and subscribe.